What is going on, everybody? Mr. Mediocre here, and today we're going to be doing something different, something we haven't done in a while. And if you guys show this video support, like dropping likes on it and commenting down below, then maybe we can do some more of these videos. And I'm pretty sure you could tell by the title of this video what this video is going to be about. That's about Mr. Jon Weeks, Mr. Best football player on the planet, Mr. walking living legend himself. You guys know Jon Weeks, best football player on the planet. That's undeniable. He could do it all, but unfortunately he's stuck on the Texans, and the Texans just refuse to use him properly. You could have Jon Weeks out there at corner, quarterback, anywhere you can think of. Jon Weeks has played there before, and he's played it at a high level, but for whatever reason the Texans just have him at the long snapper position. And today, using Madden, we're gonna see if Jon Weeks can actually do it all. And let's just get right to this. We're gonna start off with a simple run down the middle at the 5-yard line and see if Jon Weeks can punch this in. And let's be real here, Jon Weeks will easily be able to punch this in a few tries. You just gotta knock off that rust, because the Texans don't use him properly. But once he gets going, Jon Weeks is unstoppable. I tell you, the guy is gonna be impossible to stop. And we're gonna be doing all sorts of things here and Jon Weeks, I told you, there it is already. Jon Weeks just ran it in. The Texans just cut Deontay Foreman, and everybody's panicking about the running back position. Well, there's your solution. It's Jon Weeks. Let's move on to the next thing. Alright, now we're going to see if Mr. Jon Weeks can, over here on the left side, catch a touchdown pass on this no-name Indianapolis corner. And, ooh, he almost had that. But again, you got to remember, man, his hands are a little rusty, because, Texans don't know how to use their players. Ooh, that guy just got in the way. That's, just not fair. That's some pass interference stuff right there, but they're not gonna call it. It's practice. Ooh, Jon Weeks tried to pull off a back shoulder catch, but he couldn't get it. Deshaun just got to place it better. Ooh, that's not fair. Jon Weeks, although as good as he is, the guy's amazing. He's only 5'10". This guy that's playing on him, he's like borderline 7 feet tall. That's, an unfair advantage. Jon Weeks, one thing he can't do is he can't get taller. It's just impossible to get taller. That's the way he is. He's 5'10", but even at 5'10", the guy is just downright dominant. And, this guy right here, number 31, I don't know who he is. I think that's Quincy Wilson, but he is clearly cheating here. He is not playing by the rules. Clearly there's contact, past 5 yards, like right there. That was like way past 5 yards. And look at that, that was pass interference. He clearly pushed Jon Weeks, and Jon Weeks is complaining for the flag right there too. And I agree with him. Jon Weeks should be getting these calls. Oh, he almost had that. Deshaun just gotta throw it better. You can't expect Jon Weeks to do it all himself. It's just not fair. You can't expect one player to carry the team. That might be possible in other sports like basketball, but in football, ooh, it's an actual team sport. So all these other players around Jon Weeks gotta start performing. And this number 31 guy, man, I have not seen a dirtier player in Madden in all my life. I mean, just look at the way he plays. Look at that. He kicked Jon Weeks in the back of the head when he jumped up. That is just not fair. They're bending the rules. We need to get some refs in here. Ooh, Jon Weeks almost had that. Like I say, he just needs to knock off the rust, because he is rusty. And you got to pay attention too. I mean, Jon Weeks is out here. He's not wearing gloves. All these other receivers, they wear like these special made gloves. But Jon Weeks don't care. Jon Weeks goes old school with no gloves, and he'll still go out there and perform well. Even though this corner over here is just clearly, cheating and bending the rules. Ooh, Jon Weeks almost had that. You also got to keep in mind, Jon Weeks, this is 10th year in the NFL. He's, unfortunately, getting up there in age, and You know, there's gonna come a time when Jon Weeks is gonna retire, and he's near the end of his career. But when he does retire, I'm sure he's gonna get one of those gold jackets. Might even get a statue outside of NRG Stadium. He deserves it. You know, let's just go ahead and try this again. Jon Weeks goes up, and this guy's still cheating. You know what? Since this guy wants to cheat, you know, Jon Weeks is the real crisp route runner. You know, let's go ahead and send Jon Weeks on a slant, and you know, just watch him succeed here. Look at that. That's some pass interference right there. That is some pass interference right there. Alright, since the Colts want to cheat, let's just go back to throwing it up to Jon Weeks and just hope he catches it. Ooh, he got it! Jon Weeks got it! That was a great throw by Deshaun, and you know, an even better play by Jon Weeks. You know, let's go try that again, you know, make sure it wasn't a fluke, and Jon Weeks gets open with ease. I told you guys, you know, once Jon Weeks gets going, he gets going, and he's impossible to stop. You know, now let's go ahead and run a slant with Jon Weeks, and you know, see if Jon Weeks can make anything happen. Jon Weeks wide open, dives for it, touchdown Jon Weeks. I am telling you, Jon Weeks can do it all. The guy is just amazing. It's just a matter of using him properly, and there he is again. Ooh, this time Deshaun just underthrows the ball, but Jon Weeks clearly beat his man. You know, let's run him on a slant again, see if Jon Weeks can, you know, get open again. Ooh, let's go over there. Jon Weeks. Let's go ahead and run another slant to, you know, see if Jon Weeks has finally gotten going. And Jon Weeks wide open dives again. Jon Weeks is just dominating these Indianapolis Colts. Like, there is no stopping him. Look at that. Ooh, you know, he just slipped. He just slipped. It's fine, you know. That, you know, NRG turf is it's just bad, you know. Let's be real. But, you know, Jon Weeks just slipped there. But look, wide open again. Deshaun puts it right there. Jon Weeks with the toe drag swag gets it in. You know, there's just no stopping Jon Weeks. There he goes again, wide open on a slant. Ooh, you know, that was a pretty dirty hit, man. In the NFL, in an actual game, that would have been flagged for, you know, hit on a defensive receiver. You know, I'm telling you, man, these Colts are just so dirty. All they do is cheat. Look at that, you know, just wide open. I mean, there's no denying it. I mean, Jon Weeks is just clearly out here dominating. Let's just move on to the next thing. Alright, now we got Jon Weeks at the quarterback position, and we're going to go ahead and give him full control of the offense. You know, he's able to audible over here, and let's just see what he can do. You know, Jon Weeks, he should be able to do this with ease. Look at that first try touchdown. Look at that. Just look at it. The guy is out there catching passes, running it in for a touchdown, and now he's even throwing touchdown passes. Like, what more could you want from this guy? Like, he is literally doing it all. There it is again. Perfect pass on the inside. We're giving him full control of the offense, and he's out here delivering, not disappointing. Ooh, offensive line's doing terrible right there. Look at that. You know, D-Hop could have got that. You know, if this was an actual game, D-Hop would have caught that. Let's be real. Just, you know, look at it. He's just doing it all. Look at that. That's like, what, 3 touchdown passes in 4 tries? Jon Weeks is just, you know, so impressive. Once he gets going, like, he's just unstoppable. You know, let's just move on. Alright, now we're gonna try to get a sack on Andrew Luck. Look at that holding over there. You guys see that? That right tackle is downright holding Jon Weeks, not letting Mr. Weeks get through. Like, that is some cheating stuff right there. Look at that. That's some downright holds right there. I have never seen some worse holds in my life. Like, if we had refs out here, that guy would have been flagged 14 times in a row. Look at that. Look at that. It's just not fair. This guy's like 6'8", 409 pounds. And Jon Weeks, he's, you know, he's just 5'10", 240 pounds. And he's still holding Jon Weeks because he can't handle Jon Weeks. Wow. Alright, this one's it. I can feel it. Jon Weeks gets to Andrew Luck and brings him down. Jon Weeks finally gets to Andrew Luck, finally gets the sack. Now let's move on to the next challenge. Alright, now we're out here and we're going to try to catch an interception with Jon Weeks. You know, we already know he has the great hands. Jesus Christ, J-Joe. What was that? You just let him get a touchdown while Jon Weeks is out here trying to do it all himself. J-Joe, Jon Weeks can't cover your area too. Come on, man. Jon Weeks, he's disappointed in you. And you don't want to disappoint Jon Weeks. Because if you disappoint Jon Weeks is going to walk up there to the 40 Texans GM and file a complaint on you. And then you're going to get cut. And Andrew Luck is out here scared because he's taking 40 hours to snap the ball. And he finally snaps it and he backs right into J.J. Watt. Luck is just terrified at the moment, man. I mean, look, J.J. Watt's got his X factor. Jon Weeks clearly making the players around him better. Look at him again. He's just running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Jesus, Andrew Luck, what are you doing? He is just terrified of Mr. Ballhawk Jon Weeks. But I mean, let's be real. Who wouldn't be terrified of Jon Weeks? J-Joe, what are you doing? You're lucky Jon Weeks was right there to make it up. Because that was a touchdown. If Jon Weeks wasn't there to break it up, then that would have been a touchdown. Look at that terrible throw by Andrew Luck. Wow. That's what they call the Jon Weeks effect. Makes people on the opposing team terrified. It makes his players around them better. J-Joe, are you serious? You know, I think that applies for everyone on the team except Jonathan Joseph. He's out here getting beat every single play. If it wasn't for Jon Weeks, it probably would have been a touchdown on every single play. Jonathan Joseph, what are you doing, man? You are terrible. Terrible. Why are you even on the team? I'm telling you, man, Jon Weeks is going to go up there and complain to the GMs. And then you're really going to be mad, J-Joe. Throw the ball. There it is. Jon Weeks with the interception. I mean, what else is new? Jon Weeks does it all. Interceptions. He gets sacks. He goes out there and catches touchdown passes. He goes out there and runs it in for a touchdown. He throws touchdown passes. The guy is just excellent in so many different ways. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I mean, what else was there to say? Jon Weeks is just a monster. Even in Madden, he is a monster. A guy that can literally do it all. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, there's not much else to say. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.